we're all fragments. You know, even though I watch others at war and I think violence is pointless and not my thing, I understand it because I've been at war with myself and others. So I'm not judging or casting stones. However, I just don't participate in that anymore, and I grow in self love. And, I make the choices not to be in conflict, to resolve, to confront. Used to, I would run from resolution. I didn't like confrontation. And now I have gotten to the point where I speak. I don't submit to fear or uh, anxiety or whatever. I speak. I don't hold my tongue when I'm dissatisfied. I speak. That doesn't mean I have to be angry or bitter or, I don't have to get my way. I just speak dissatisfaction. And, I have a lot of devils and demons that come to me and tell me to be quiet because I speak out uh, truth and I slice through things with the spiritual sword. And, I untangle from the darkness. And of course, I don't know what it is, but they don't like that. They don't want you to speak your truth. They're always telling you to be grateful and thankful when you're going through trauma or, suffering. And I'm like, no, because that's not what I want. That isn't how I want to learn. That isn't what I want to experience. And that's not love. And I say to all out there, speak your truth and admit your truth to yourself. Don't cover up your pain. If you're in pain, then let it be known. That doesn't mean you have to give your burdens to others, but you can speak out. Like if you're in an environment you don't like, you can speak out and also remove yourself. Because if those around you don't want to make better choices to give you a better environment to be in, then don't be in that environment. Don't be for those people. Quit letting devils and demons surround you and eat of you when they bring nothing good to your table. And I don't care what titles they have. If your children aren't going to love you when you sit there and bust your ass for them and go work and give them your best, then stop giving them your fucking best. Stop spoiling them and stop raising demons. You don't have to sit there and strike them out in anger, but just stop rewarding them for bad behavior. I am not going to be a part of the system of the beast because all it does is reward spoiled children and puts those above me. And I'm like, you're not above me. I don't like the world you create around me. So I'm not going to praise names. I'm not going to worship. I'm not going to give credit. Yeah, there's places I would go and see in this world, but I'm not going to raise them up and glorify them because they're nothing good. It's just something to do to pass the time. I want to be in a better world. I would love to be in a better world. However, I'm going to make the most of the experience in this world. I'm not going to go around as a miserable human being just because I don't like the world that surrounds me. I'm going to keep walking in peace and love. And, as long as I'm in this world, I'm going to be about growth and creating heaven about me, even if it's not in material wealth or whatever. I can do it in a spiritual sense, surround myself with love. You know, if others don't want to be for me, that's fine because I'm for myself. My environment may not be for me, but I'm for myself, and that's okay. You know, if I'm not in this world, it's okay because I want to be welcomed in love. That's what I want more than anything, is to be welcomed in love. And if those spirits want to war around me, you know, they don't want to hold, they want to hold on to a dead life that has no love or growth, then that's their biz. I'm not going to fight with any in this world to be for them at all, because there's no point. Do not fight with others to be for them. Do not war with others to get them to see your side, because all you are is striking yourself, because they'll never see you because you don't see your worth in yourself. So until you start seeing your worth and loving yourself, then that's what you're going to be surrounded by, is those that do the same. I love myself. And when I have to deal with those, or those pieces of me that have no respect and don't think I'm worthy, I put a stop to it. I speak it out loud. I don't let demons or devils control my life. I don't let dark spirits land on me. Every day I get up to be better. And there's a lot of bullshit in this world. A lot of programming, you know, those that it has since I entered this world. I don't know what it is, but I know that I have faced my adversary, and you know, I don't know who my adversary is. It could be me, it could be all the thoughts. You know, I think I've thought about myself throughout the years, but I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me. I've had the experiences I've had, it's helped me grow, but I'm not down on myself because I had those experiences. I'm not going to sit there and say just because I had many relationships or sexual experiences or something bad from that. I was like, no, I learned what I like. I grew from it. I know what relationships I don't want. I know why I don't want them. And you know what? You can't grow in love if you don't know what lust is. Or you can't grow in love if you don't know what hate is. You can't grow in trust and loyalty if you've never felt that trauma of being betrayed. You know, and it's just, you have to experience one side to grow in the other. You have to experience darkness and reject that darkness in order to grow in light and love and wisdom, and you know, and have and discernment. You have to experience faith. Like, until people open their eyes up and realize that the world around them is fake bullshit, then they're never going to know what's real. You know, they're never going to reach their higher self if they're still putting a God over them. And that has nothing to do with who I am. I know I've grown from that, and I can shed a light on that darkness. However, I'm not going to fight other people. I'm not going to spend my time preaching or being a teacher to try to conquer darkness, because there's no point. You got to come out of it, and you got to experience it, and you got to want better. You know, I see all around me. I see the beings all around me. And, you know, they're going through their tribulations, their trials, and their tests. And, you know, I can shed some light on it, but, you know, you can lead a ass to water, but you can't make the fucking donkey drink. So that's what I say to those out there. Stop trying to pull that donkey to water and just let it go. You showed it where the fucking water is. Now get your drink, and then walk on, and quit freaking pulling on that donkey to be for you when clearly it doesn't. And most people want a donkey because they want somebody else to carry their burdens for them. And I'm like, no. If you cannot handle what you have by yourself as an independent, then you don't need to be carrying that in the first place. And that's what I've learned. I had to let a lot of stuff go, my treasures and stuff, and people go. And, because I couldn't afford to keep them in this world. And I had to learn and awaken and, know who's for me. I had to let Jesus go because he didn't want me to have anything. And I'm like, no, I don't want to live like you did. I don't want to walk around as a vagabond. And then I had one come at me and they want me to live out in motel rooms and stuff. I was like, I don't want to do that. I know what I want for myself and how I want to be, and that is how I will continue on my path and just grow and evolve. No matter what is around me, I will grow and evolve. Don't let others decide your path. Don't let them tell you what you need to be doing or force you to their way or to their will, because you have free will to go and choose. And don't try to force others to your will. It's their free choice. Like just me and my mom. It's not. I haven't forced anything upon her. She wants to travel about and go about, and we're gonna pull our resources together and work together, and that's what you that's all you can do. So many will be divided because they want to go two different directions, but they're sitting still because the world has force fed them that's the way they're supposed to be. War is coming to all. It's not going to be just in one area, but it's going to come to all because they're at war within themselves. They don't want to sit still. So something bigger is going to come along and blow them out of their spot. And it's going to be a big separation. Families are going to die because there's just going to be one coming out of that, and they died. Now they're going to be hurt, but eventually they're going to have understanding of what is going on. So I'm not going to get involved in this. This is a transition of beings that have been playing house and doing this and doing that when they don't really want to. It's just been forced upon them and told that's what they need to do. So they're going to come out of it.